So late start today, later. Don't know how long I'm gonna stream. I'm really, really tired. I don't know why. I went to sleep early last night. I have no idea why I'm so tired. Oh, maybe I should transition this over. Okay. Honestly, if I didn't have Swamp Thing, I probably wouldn't be playing today. Gotta be real. Okay, so first things first, let's get rid of, or let's get, oh, I've done everything but leveling up a character 5 times. How much titanium do I have? Not enough. Okay, let me go pick a little craptastic character down here. Scarecrow, yeah, you get some shine. What's up? Hobnob Ben Raid. I'm gonna go with Hobnob. What's up, Hobnob? All right, XP. You weren't first. Hobnob was first. You got Swamp Thing. Congratulations. How many pulls did it take you? I'm curious about that now. That's one of my like first questions now. Is like, if you guys do say like you got Swamp Thing, and people do this in the comment section. If you do say that you got him, tell me how many pulls. If you know, tell me how many pulls it took for you to get him. I'm curious about that stuff now. All right, so we got our 5 levels here. We will back, grab this. And now I still need another 1,000 or whatever so I can get my next goal. This is the goal, period. That's what's up. About 20. Okay, so that's good. That's really, really good. Okay. All right. That's really good. Let's see. So then next steps are we're getting this. We're getting this. And then get these next Swamp Thing. I know that where the problem is that for the season stuff, it's another 3-4 days away. A lot of it. So, well, 4 or 5, I should say. Unless I can get him ranked 10, that'd be nice. What's up, Damon? What's up? Oh man, I missed that. I haven't watched Martin since I was a kid, actually. I do have Jerome. Jerome in the house. I had one of those memes. I can't remember what it was. The meme is even 10 years old, where it was talking about somebody being on Molly, and they had a video of Jerome dancing. And bruh, if you talk, I watched that thing like 20 times in a row, laughing each time. How did you build yours? All right, so we're gonna get to that in just a second. Let me check the base shop real quick. I'm gonna do my like real quick checks, and then yeah, I have one left here, so we grab that, and then I'll go into how I built them. Last time I checked, it was with block. I think maybe it's not block. I think it was attack. Hold on. All right, let me see. Just flying through that real quick. Lab decoration. This provides no actual benefit, right? Okay. Let's go to Swamp Thing. So I have him built. Oh yeah, that's right. So I have the HP, and then I have the heal crit. He does have heal on him, but I did the heal crit really because of this. I had an HP bonus piece that was heal crit, and then here I have the attack bonus piece. I am debating on the attack bonus piece because I'm wondering if I should change it to an HP heal piece. The reason why I have it as an attack piece is because this bit of extra attack I want to use for, or it is, poisons are based off of attack. So that's why I went in there. I wanted to originally do this as attack bonus as well. I don't think I have the piece for that. But all geared towards making poisons hit harder that he puts out. Yeah, so that was basically it. No attacks, but once I got this, I was like, all right, let's add some extra defense. So these epic 3 pieces have the highest amount of defense as a substat that you can get, of course, obviously. So I put these on. These were the HP I had, so boop. These three just kind of happened. So then it kind of decided, and then this one was out, so it just kind of decided where the rest of the gear went. If it were up to me, depending on how you want to run him, if you're trying to make him into something that's like a damage dealer, I would say attack bonus piece, attack, and then HP, or try to get your defensive substats. If you're looking at him more as a tank protector healer, HP bonus down here in these two slots when you can, and then HP stats across. His heals are not based upon, and that's why the heal crit. Additionally, when you see that's attack bonus, wrong. Is it here? Yeah. When you see here, heal bonus, because he does heal, this adds a bonus amount of heals to whenever he does that. So I look for that substat as well, and I was just about to do that now. In any case, his he has 2 heals, one on his ultimate, yeah, 35%. I'm still learning his kit, so I'm not sure. Ultimate, and then where's the other heal? Don't have it memorized yet. Sorry. There's a 25 or 10% heal, and it goes up to 25. I keep saying 25, it goes up to 25. It's only 10% now. I think the poison artifact will make Swamp Thing better. I did crit HP attack. That ain't working so well. Yeah, I'm wondering why the crit. Because crit is usually for AoE damage, and though he does have an AoE attack on his ultimate, the attack is based off of defense, which is even lower, probably, and harder to get scaled up than attack. Like right now, his attack is at 58,000. That has nothing to do with his ultimate. It's gonna all be based off of defense. So having crit there, yeah, it'll crit, but what is it critting? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna give you an extra. I'm gonna just say 50%. Let's say it's 50% crit damage. It's gonna give you an extra 50% off of 20,000, so it's gonna make it 30,000 instead of an extra 50% off of 60,000, which would have made it 90. So crit to me won't go. I wouldn't put crit. The attack I don't have much of an issue with if you're thinking about it in terms of the poison damage. In terms of the actual like attack damage, I think his basic hits hard as hell, but that would be also based off of poison, right? 1 second. His basic. Yeah, it scales based off of the number of stacks of poison. So yeah, putting attack could be okay, could work, and that goes to that other point of if you're building him for damage, he's gonna be a tank, you know, secondary trait damage, and then that's what you go for. Mine is tank, secondary benefit, damage over time. That's how I'm looking at it. The artifact that has to do with poison, I just saw you mention that. Is that, but that's the one that's coming out, right? That's not the one that's out now. Because I was going to look at any kind of artifact I could give to him. This is armor piercing that does nothing for us. There's one that adds attack, but I think, is it on Ocean Master right now? I'm not taking this off Ocean Master. Matter of fact, I probably need to check to see if I can rank that up by now. Constantine, crit rate. I could put crit rate on Ocean Master and then attack on Swamp Thing. This does HP, right? And I am using John Stewart over OG Superman right now. What version of Mr. T team do you run? I don't have a specific team for him. I know that sounds like well, yeah, you know I'm not copping out. I don't run him on a specific team. It is he and Judo Master are I'm using you now and I build around you, if that makes sense. And so then I separate what I might need. So give me 1 sec. Let me finish the thought real quick on this thing. I'm gonna go check out my artifacts real quick. So basically, with Mr. Terrific, he's 9 times out of 10 gonna run with DCU. There's a good chance I'm gonna run him with Sinestro and Raven for the debuffs. Plus, they're both superpower damage, and I don't have to worry about. Like, I try to avoid putting him with tanks at all costs because I do want to use his team synergy 9 times out of 10. So his typical running mates are gonna be Superman, DCU, Kid Flash, for the heals, but Kid that doesn't really count. Kid Flash is also one of those plug and play dudes I use. I'm not running him with like the block teams or anything like that. It doesn't go for me. I will put in a Wonder Woman or Batman. However, Batman goes better with Judo Master. Wonder Woman goes better with Judo Master. Starfire. Starfire can get up to like Wonder Woman levels of damage running under Mr. Terrific's Team Synergy. Not saying run out and develop Starfire, but it's legit. You know what I mean? Like it does something to it. Who else? If I'm putting in, I mean, Constantine is kind of obvious. Pandora is kind of obvious as support. That's the same thing with the Kid Flash thing. Here's a debate I had, and I don't know what I'm going to do about it. I may build a team later on that involves Poison Ivy, Mr. Terrific, and Cheshire, and Dr. Poison, leaving out Swamp Thing because poisons have are superpower damage, and that just like burns from DCU hit harder under Terrific's Team Synergy because of the added 50% of superpower damage. Same things would apply to poisons from Poison Ivy, which is why I can't. And I'm not saying you can't run him with. I do run him with. I don't know, John Stewart or Swamp Thing or Superman DCU or Nightwing in them when I think we're going to be heavily debuffed and I need to strip those things away. But this is why I say that he is such a good, like he's the best epic in the game. There is no one he doesn't work with. I just gave you like optimal teams for using with his team synergy. I could give you a whole nother list of, okay, yeah, if I'm not going to use his team synergy, then all things are out. I would put him with Swamp Thing. Well, not Swamp Thing, Aquaman. Swamp Thing, I'm saying that a little bit too fast for my liking because I've only had Swamp Thing 24 hours. But I would put him with Aquaman, Nightwing, Ocean Master, just because I can make sure that Nightwing's taking this damage. Maybe not Aquaman, it might be a duplication of tasks because Aquaman cleanses debuffs as well. But then I could used to, haven't done it in a while, but used to steer damage from Terrific, use him as a tank towards Nightwing, hopefully, getting more damage on Nightwing, which then means that Ocean Master pops off more. Then you have Kid Flash there to help with the heals. Now I could even run him with Bane with that same idea in mind that I'm just double checking it. Yeah, see, I need to change that. I knew there was something on Bane I needed to change. Being sure to cleanse him of those debuffs. Now remember, when you're cleansing without the team synergy, it does not heal, but it does get those debuffs off you, so it is good. But yeah, once I start opening up the whole tanks thing, then I disregard all of my restrictions for like the superpower damage. And then he's just free reign. So he's not like optimal, but he's damn good. So I need to change this on Bane real quick. Let's just put attack since I already have attack here. And keep the set. Kikatsofai. If I curse in a different language, do I have to report that to YouTube? Alright, since Peacemaker is being like severely demoted, let's see. Replace. I can't believe how far Peacemaker's fallen for me. He's not that bad. It's just there's other characters I'd rather play with right now. Just got Swamp Thing to rank 10. Oh, awesome. He's a monster for sure. Awesome. I'm curious about that. I'm jealous. Terrific, Cyborg. I don't have Cyborg. John Stewart, Aquaman, Cruz. I mean, good. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. That's a good team. I would want to but that's the same thing I was just saying. Aquaman and John Stewart prevent Jessica Cruz from using that superpower damage at 50% clip. But I get the fact where you're going to want to have more protection. Plus, John Stewart is just a monster right now. John Stewart does run well with Judo Master and Batman, running with the 11th Street kids as I'm stripping away stuff from Peacemaker right now. When they're putting down Armor Break and Fragile, John Stewart. Okay. So, you're welcome. No worries. Didn't realize how much I'd actually like how much that stuff just gets stuck in your head. Okay, so artifacts next. Oh wait, no, Peacemaker real quick, because I've stripped a lot of stuff of him, but I've made him pretty bad, and I should probably fix some of this. I should probably put a good bit of block sets on him. Let's do that real quick now. I feel bad now because he's not as bad as what I'm doing to him. That's the thing. He's not that bad. He's okay. And sometimes it's okay to be okay. Working on Ivy and Penguin now. I did do some work on Penguin last night, and Ivy, I love Ivy right now. It's just that she does need a little bit of protection, which, in order for her to ramp up her attacks to get stronger and stronger and stronger, which is going to happen with Swamp Thing. So, let's see. We can put this on him now. Replace that. Why not? We can take this and put a different helmet on. I don't need it to be leveled up right now. The attack bonus doesn't matter because he has no attack. He does nothing. Yeah, okay, we'll just do this. Now it has full block sets. We can level this up along the way. If he's running as a tank and I don't care about the damage, then actually this piece is in the wrong spot. I need this piece to be HP. And then we can move on to something way, way, way more interesting than this. Yeah, alright, so he's okay. If I want to level that up later, fine. But then he's, I guess, serviceable in certain areas. Not a fan of Penguin though. Any ideas for a Swamp Thing? Yeah, I'm not a fan of Penguin either, and I'm trying to do Swamp Thing now for a swap. Got you. I'm not a fan of Penguin either. When you say any ideas for a swap, you mean just to like replace him for the Poison team? This is when I say like Swamp Thing rank 8. Since I'm not gonna do a video on him today, this is the video that you would want because I'm just really gonna do some research. R&D, this is the video right now. We're doing research and development on Swamp Thing. This is checking the gear, double checking the gear, being sure the characters that I'm running with him have the appropriate gear that I want on them now. Looking at Penguin and being like, okay, is Penguin okay? I did add some of Penguin's gear or like redo some of his gear. But again, this is looking like, Peacemaker levels of gear. So I'm going to try to take, and I'm not doing anything to his badge. While the umbrella is raised, increase the attack power of the back row allies by 10%. That's actually pretty damn good. Enhance. When would I? Okay, I'm far away from doing that. That's not a bad thing at all, especially if I'm running Poison Ivy with this team. So I do need to keep that in consideration. One other thing for me to keep in consideration, and also for you guys to be aware of, I've gotten to the point, and I'm not happy about it, of where like rank 8 isn't good enough anymore. And they don't let you go back and play like older content. So right now, rank 8 is, I need them to be rank 9 in order for me to use them in like a main story or a recovery. And honestly, that rank 9 is like, maybe 10. You know what I mean? So I will be trying to get enough frags to take her rank 9. I mean, hell, I wish today, but we don't know if that's going to happen. I did burn some resources yesterday because I'm just impatient to get him up to rank 8 now. So we do have him in this. Do I want to change this to an attack bonus? Well, I'm saying that, do I have attack bonus to give to Swamp Thing right now? This is attack bonus. Wow. When did I get this piece? Okay, decision time. I mean, damn it in a good way, but damn it, decision time. If I add this attack bonus piece, I wish you could like kind of bookmark gear pieces so you can keep them at the top, but that's okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I'm just complaining about stuff. And then this one, which was attached to Peacemaker. Why did I remove it? Hold up. I think I didn't put this on because it was. Oh yeah, that's right. I explained it in the video. Been following since DC Legends. What's up, Comics Planet? Since DC Legends. Well, welcome back, day one. Glad you're still following. I hear you with the impatience. Use half of my eighth medals to get Swamp Thing to 10. See, that's what I'm saying. Like I had like not that much. I'd use like 10 or 20 of them if I had just waited that 5 days that I mentioned at the beginning of this and done the what is it, Avatar's duties or what I think it's King's duties and Avatar's whatever. Then I would have been able to buy the remaining Swamp Thing shards and then take them rank 8 in 4 or 5 days. And I'm like, but who wants to do that? So I went ahead and used like 8th metal. But I still have, it wasn't a lot, but it was like, probably shouldn't have done that. Okay, so the reason why I didn't do this one is because I had an attack bonus of 4.5. I'd rather have the HP bonus of 11.3 versus this 10.64, right? So it's just kind of a switch of numbers. With this one, I get, wait, what? This is an attack bonus piece with attack bonus down at the bottom? Hell, should I even give this to Swamp Thing? Shouldn't I put this on somebody else? Like an attacker? A DPS? Should I put this on Poison Ivy? Wait a sec. Hold up to throw back to Martin. She does not have an attack percentage piece. And she does work. She has an attack percentage piece over here. Ooh, decisions. Damn. The attack piece may have to go here, not Swamp Thing. Because damage-wise, she's priority 1 in this poison teams thing, right? Hold up. I gotta think for a sec. Alright, so the reason I want attack on Swamp Thing is for the poisons that he puts out. Dude puts out a gang of poisons. The reason why I want attack bonus on Poison Ivy is that she's attacking the back row. She already hits pretty damn hard, and she does put out poisons. Did I do a Poison Ivy video? I don't think I did. I think I've done one in the past, like back when 2 months ago. She does add a stack of poison, then she increases to 2 stacks of poison. During battle, increases attack by 15%. Dealing damage permanently increases her attack by 1%. Yeah, that was the thing. Base attack is increased by 20. Okay, and I'm taking her. This might be where the attack bonuses go. Yeah, either her or Cheshire for attack. I'd assume they seem like the hitters. Cheshire seems like she's going to be a problem when she gets in the game. Let's just be real about that. Yeah, and this is where my head gets stuck into one of those like, but I already wanted to do this. Shut up and do the smart thing. We will replace this. I'm gonna level this up, but not right now, because I want to take her rank 9 over ranking this up. We'll keep this on her just because, you know, attack bonus. It's fine. I think we're all good on everything else there as well. And this goes back into the flat stats. Okay. And then there was another attack bonus. This one is just floating around. That's just floating around. Not worth it though, because I can level that up, and then plus I get to keep this 6 because now this is a matching set. But this should be somewhere. This should be somewhere. All right, I'll come back to that later. I got too much stuff. Hold up. But to be honest, right now Swamp Thing's been doing more damage than her in Elite Arena. He doubling my Ivy damage right now, so I don't know. But the thing is that's in Elite Arena. In Elite Arena, there's an artificial bonus in that. Try the same team in like Arena or playing against friends. In Elite Arena, it's skewed. Just like when you go to his like event and play with him, it's a skew to make him look good. All right, so I have a Peacemaker, HP, attack bonus piece that I need to do something with. Okay, let me just remind myself. I end up like doing all this stuff on stream and saying I'll do stuff, and then when I go back to edit the videos for like YouTube, I'm like, oh yeah, I did say I was gonna do that. Damn, I forgot. And then I continue to keep forgetting. I don't know why I'm checking for percentage pieces right now. I should level this up, but I'm not. I need to get enough elite frags to take her up to rank 9, but I don't think I'll get enough elite today. Let me go ahead and do some Elseworld to get some of these frags, and then we'll go back in the Swamp Thing. I thought it was a damage bonus, not a poison bonus. Hold on. In Elite Arena. I thought it was a damage. Maybe it's a poison bonus. I don't know. Hold up. Additional speed and increase of heals. Poison characters have increased, HP, attack, defense. About 50%. It's kind of a standard thing. Like they did the same thing with fragile characters last season, and they did the same thing with dampened characters the season before that. So it's just they're gonna look really. They're gonna look really, really good. So you have to take a grain of salt. That's in that video I did yesterday for YouTube. It was one of those. They look amazing, but don't judge it by the event. You need to judge it by. You can use that event as I did to see how the mechanics work and see how many debuffs are going out there, see how they're healing each other, etc. But they're gonna wipe the team. You're gonna have a. I think I even asked like, has anybody gotten anything other than a flawless victory from one of those events? Excuse me. So, yeah, same thing with Elite Arena. You can see how they work, and if it does well, and try it out there to see what you want for your arena team. If that's just like the path you want to take, but don't trust any of the data from that. Did I really just sound like such a data science nerd? Don't trust any of the data from that. Should be doing baseball analytics. Okay, so, although I do, okay, let me stop. The nerd side of me loves any kind of football, basketball, baseball analytics. And then the I love sports side of me is like, I love those numbers. Please don't use those to judge anything about sports. Because the psychology side of me is like, we're dealing with human beings with brains who aren't perfect and the same every day. Let me stop. I'm making myself go on a tangent. Let me stop real quick. Let's just say I love data and analytics, and I didn't realize that till I started studying Python. Oh, I knew I loved math and everything, but my hobbies, aside from this, which honestly, this is another just let me calculate numbers and play an advanced version of rock, paper, scissors. My hobbies are, I'm gonna make a bot that's gonna take in financial data and analyze it. Oh yeah, I'm sure it can earn money, but it's just fun to play with numbers. What's wrong with me? Anyway. Anyway. Just surprised he doubling her damage when they both poison getting event. And that's what I mean. You can see, like, take it with a grain of salt, but watching how the mechanics work is a good thing. Don't take too much into account of how much they're wiping out the other team. Think more or less like, I like how this mechanic is working. I like how he's increasing her damage, if that makes sense. What's up, Lionel? Is it me or the name's changing on here? Because same thing happened with Damon. I don't know. Maybe it's something up with my streamer, but it is what it is. Don't matter. Let me see. Is my streamer bot doing what it's supposed to do? It is. All right. So I tried. So I do not know. And this just speaks to my impatience. I do not know how I'm going to get about 150 elite shards, fragments, without opening up like 20 super encrypted tokens. Because I have burned my elite, not elite, Elseworld credits, getting the remaining frags I needed for ranking up Swamp Thing. So I don't know where I'm gonna get those from to do it for Poison Ivy. And this is where they get you. What am I gonna do? This will give me 15 when they give me the elite for some reason that you always get at the end of this. And then I'll have a chest that won't have any elite in it. John Stewart, we avoid like the plague. There we go. So Lionel, have you gotten your Swamp Thing yet? Let's see this one. Chop, 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 chop. All right. John Stewart, go away. You scare me. Nope, still not. Okay. Well, fingers crossed for you. I was supposed to buy a lottery scratcher yesterday. I completely forgot. Because I was feeling lucky. And some other good news happened yesterday, too. Like, it was a good day. It was a good day overall. And I don't know if it's me. I think it goes to that, not placebo effect. It's not a placebo effect. I'm trying to remember the exact phrasing for it. But the effect of where, because something happened, you're in a good spirit. So you, like, today's my day. And then you go around like, yep, today's my day. And then things seem to be happening for you. How much of that is it is your day, and how much of that is you have a positive outlook on the day. And so even those bad things that would have happened in that day don't bother you nearly as much. So it just feels like it is your day. Whereas if it was the same day and you felt like it wasn't your day, those things that went wrong would feel like the universe was against you. 30 away from pity. You'll be able to get those 30 from the Swamp Thing event. So you're getting Swamp Thing. that's how that goes. You'll have him in no time. You're legit. I'm down to 0 blue character frags. It is how they get. It's how they get you. It's how they get you. Let's see. So 25% there. We're almost done with Elseworld. Which one gives me damage? That seems nuts, actually, now that I read that again. Oh, yeah, we'll take you. Heals for what, bruh? I'm never gonna die. Alright, so... And let's go. I have enough rare. I think it always goes, oh my gosh, they didn't make it. No. It always feels like there's one or the other. But rare, it used to be rare for me, but now it is elites. It is. I am so low on elites. And I think it's because I'm leveling up the legendaries now. Because they only take elites, they don't take rares. I need a chiropractor or a masseuse. Alright. Head it back. So now we have 15 more shards. Hopefully this chest gives me some elite frags. It won't. It'll be a super encrypted token. Anyway, I'd be 9 stars though. That's what I'm trying to get to. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to get to needing way more of the. Way more is an exaggeration. I don't need way more. Let me double check this real quick though. We're maxing out 14k. 25k. That still puts me short of the 180 that I need. Alright, fine. Where else can I get friggin' elite frags for Poison Ivy? Nowhere, basically, other than go to the mother box and open up a bunch of frags, or open up a bunch of cards. And I'm saving these for... This is where I'm trying to learn to be like a hoarder and save. That is not my style. My style before would have been like, well, I'm just going to open up these 30. I'll get some elite frags. I'll be able to rank up Poison Ivy. Now I'm trying to like, no, no. If you, what's up, Mr. Woods? If I save him and end up with like 200, but end up with, let's say by next week 50, right? 50. Week after that, let's say 70. Yeah, the week after next is when Cheshire comes out. So then I have 70 for Cheshire and I have to wait. But I ain't got no patience, dog. I want to open them now. Like these I need to save for tomorrow when I'll get the added benefits from that. Oh, it's just so, I'm not good at this. I got 100. Oh, you're at 100 on the guarantee counter for Swamp Thing? Is that what you're saying? Um, damn. So then how do the others rank up things every day if they're impatient? It doesn't work. Hoarding and impatience are not two things that go together. We're having a problem here. All right, so let's go into Arena a bit. Although I could do a little bit of Elite Arena and try to get some more coins. I'll do that later. I'm going to go into Arena to test to play with Swamp Thing and try to see what teams work best with him. The problem with Arena lately has been I've gotten nothing but like either you're 7 million or you're 2. Where are the 4 or the 3.9? Can I get a team that's more representative? Or do I need to go play against you guys, my friends? Yeah, see? 7 or... I'm not trying to stomp a mud hole in anybody. Okay, so I think I just need to do this just cause for the dailies. This does nothing for me. Alright, so we'll just do that for the dailies. And then we'll do the Elite Arena one time for the dailies just to get that out of the way. And then I'll go battle you guys on the friends list to test this out. Oh, you got 100 epic tickets. Oh, so just the okay. So oh wait, I don't have a chance. He's 18 million. So then you got that, and you're just sitting there waiting for. Are you gonna pull for Cheshire or Dr. Poison? Or are you gonna save your tickets for even more? I want to say Atreyu Gondines. I'm gonna call you Trey. My PI slams bro. She's half blue stars and level 302. Yeah, C. So she's ranked what, 12, 13? C, damn it. Yeah, I need to. Let me get her rank 9. And I did just put that attack bonus piece on her, and I need to level that up. Let me get this woman up to rank 9 real quick. If I can't do rank 9 today, I think I'll put some of the gold into her attack bonus piece. Okay, so that should have been a couple of... Oh, did I already do those dailies? I'm smart. Okay, so we are going to go to the friends list. Anybody who's on the friends list has more than 7 days, except for Farsender, gets booted. So, oh, well, no, also, room 504, he's not getting booted. So we'll clean up the friends list just a bit. Okay. Then this was Slade. Okay, 2 hours ago and 8 hours ago. All right, so I have 1 slot left on my friends list in case anybody wants to be my friend. Yeah. So let's find a team. I'm at level 50, verse 9. The shame, nah. Let's do 47-3, I think. 47-15 is closer. Let's do 4715. So we'll go with Taxman. You really want to be called Taxman? All right, bro. Look for me, Mr. Okay, I'll go for you next. I'm waiting on Cheshire before I pull. Yeah, so I can max my. That's the thing. That's what I'm. Because I'm trying to max her out. Okay, so Swamp Thing. So right now, what we're dealing with is a block team. It's going to retaliate heavy. This is actually something good to go up against with Swamp Thing, I think. Not good in the sense that he's going to succeed, but good in the sense of I want to see what happens when I do this. All right, so Poison Ivy, Swamp Thing are the first two. Check. Now, if I'm going up against this team, I would like to have some Mighty in there. What's gonna happen that's gonna kind of suck is I think that Jon Stewart is gonna steal the show a little bit. She's gonna do damage over here. How do we get to you? It would be Judo Master, in all honesty. But I did say I was gonna try to give Penguin a shot, but I don't think Penguin's gonna be able to withstand this at rank 8 with minimal gear. Let's see. What else can we do to boost the poisons? Don't have Scarecrow. Oh, see, we're already running into the limitations of what I can do and build with them. I would put in Aquaman. Because there's a good chance that Ocean Master is going to damage them a good bit. However, she doesn't really do multiple attacks, and outside of the AoE, he doesn't either. So I don't know that I need Aquaman. Let's put in an additional damage dealer. Wonder Woman is too easy of an answer, so is Batman. Seemingly, I'll probably end up putting in Batman because he's Batman. But let's try something else. Do the crits do anything for them? No. Swamp Thing rank 10. I got Poison Ivy at 9 stars. So you got the makings of like a beastly team. You got the makings of a beastly team. Zatanna and Constantine. Not with all this agile over here. Because I'm already tactical heavy. And I like running Constantine with the Bride and Aquaman more than Zatanna. Although Zatanna does go on that team too. Zatanna I'm thinking about, but the heal for... Oh yeah, well I do need heals. He does heal though. So I'm going to leave... In terms of just like figuring this out, I'm going to leave Zatanna and Kid Flash off the team now to see how much see what these heals do. So then let's go ahead and put in Wonder Woman and Batman. To see how well he does with helping them survive. I'm going to then put in my standards. Deploy. I missed the Batmobile. Deploy. And then we're going to see what this looks like. How much is he healing them, keeping them up to speed? And in fact, I'm going to... if I was playing this for real... Wonder Woman would go in front of Swamp Thing. I think Batman would go after Poison Ivy, and I would do something like this. I think. But I do want to get those poisons out there as soon as possible. Wonder Woman's still going to hit harder than Poison Ivy, but just to see what Poison Ivy's damage does after the fact, we're going to run it like this. And then Jon Stewart can be in the back. This isn't exactly how I would do it. But I'm thinking about doing it. I'm going to do it this way to see how well Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy perform. Okay, so I'm in a phase right now that if I didn't get my desired epic after 20 pulls a week, I won't go after them. Yeah, I'm kind of like, I'll have my desires in there. And it's not the 20. I know that's what you're thinking about, the weekly thing. It's one of those... And I guess I do end up doing 20. I don't think about it. I don't stress about it the way I used to, if that makes sense. I'll farm them from the store now more often than not, from the Epic Selector stuff. At least I have for like the last month or so. I'm not stressing out over pulling whatever Epic I want in that desired slot anymore. Not as much. I still want it, but I'm not stressing over it. Don't have Penguin? It's okay. You're fine. So far, not missing much. I've been running Bride with Swamp Thing. Been okay. Okay. We'll give Bride. What's the thought process behind the Bride though? Like, she's a good tank. I'm not saying there's anything wrong, but was there like any kind of specific synergy that you thought would work well with that? Okay. So all that poisons out. We have silence on us from one of them. I assume Wonder Woman. Um, this should hurt. It definitely hurt. It dropped Swamp Thing a lot. Swamp Thing has a tactical benefit against Wonder Woman though, so thank you to that lantern. They're all gone. Mm. Getting a lot of heals out there, but we're already dead. Don't Green Arrow drop Poison and Raven. If you build Green Arrow right, he would be a counter to them, just because tactical AOE damage or agile to AOE damage dealer against tactical, he could do a lot of legit damage. Depends on how you have him built. I'd have him in 4 crit, 2 attack, and then attack bonuses, of course. Not having Penguin is the thought process. In fact, she has the second life plus Swamp heals. It's just best I got Penguin ranked up. Ah, there we go. I was trying to get that out of my neck. Jeez. It was right there. Oh, sorry. That distracted me. Yeah, with Raven. Okay, so you have the Raven, who's going to give that revive, then with heals from Swamp Thing. Alright, so let's do a restart on this. We go back to Swamp Thing. Poison Ivy got wrecked by Wonder Woman, which is kind of... What do I have Poison Ivy in again? Yeah, I guess. Her HP is only like, yeah, okay. 788,000. Okay. So then let's try to make it a little bit of a thicker team. We're gonna put out the Bride runs best when there's sacrifice being done. You know what? Let's try this. We're gonna give this a shot. So Bride gives out hard hits whenever she sacrifices HP or takes damage from an ally, which is what he does. So she's going to give hard hit out to Swamp Thing and, well, everybody in the back row and to herself, so excluding Aquaman. He gives a strong attack whenever an ally takes their turn because he's making them sacrifice, so you're getting strong attack. No, I don't watch Mr. Squirrel. We were sending messages to try to do a video together, but I haven't checked any of his content. He puts out strong attack, so they will all have strong attack on their turns. This may increase the poisons coming out of Swamp Thing. Hopefully Swamp Thing's heals, along with Aquaman's heals, when you have School of Fish, will help sustain the rest of the team, which is what I was doing before. Ultimate, I want that poison out first, just to see what it do. Will do, and then the Poison Ivy attack. Constantine will put after the Bride. And then we go back to our enforcements. Deploy. Okay. Let's see what that does. Hard to kill and poison. Kind of the plan till full team. That's kind of my thinking. It's a similar thing to Ocean Master, where it is get as many of those out as possible. Oh God, Wonder Woman, damn you! Get as many of those things out as possible, the poisons, and then hopefully over time it dwindles down the team. Although this game isn't great. Well, when you get a lot of bleeds out, there it is. Let me stop. I was gonna say with damage over time mechanics, it's not like exact. Yo, Wonder Woman's just murdering everybody. Wonder Woman might be too strong for me to deal with it in this way. Okay. Truth be told, I'm still watching, but there isn't much of a chance of us being able to do anything. Although it'd be nice to see what Swamp Thing does on this basic. Not a lot. Not a lot. Okay. All right, all right, all right, all right. Let's pick another team. Let's go to Mr. West's team. How about that? Four attack and two crit on who? Okay. Trey, this is the... Okay, I'll show you in a minute. The block is because if I put attack, then I will remove like 15% of attack from the attack bonus piece that I have on her now. You'll see in a sec. There's a reason why it's block and not crit. Because I'm not... I'm breaking the habit of... It's going to sound condescending, I don't mean it that way, but like colors got to match. Like it doesn't matter if it's an attack set. If I have a heal crit piece that'll give me 50% attack bonus, then I give up that 6% attack that I would get from the set and take the 15%. You see what I mean? Like, so that's why I have the block on Poison Ivy right now. Is because the block com piece is an attack bonus piece that gives me more attack than, or more benefit than it would be if I completed a set. Mr. West, I can't find you. What happened to Raylo? Am I going crazy? Copy 16 was on there yesterday. Mr. West, I don't see you. Yeah, that's what I mean, Poison Ivy. I don't see you, Mr. West. It might be that I'm blind. It might be that I'm blind, but I ain't seeing you. Oh, the Grim Knight. He's still at 16-13. Come on, guy. All right, so I'm going to pick somebody else because I don't see you in here. Let's go with Huntress Legends. Huntress Legends. We promote them. Yay. All right, so I'll show you what I mean. On Poison Ivy right now, nothing to do with survivability or anything. This attack piece right here gives me 9.1%. Plus, I have all of these attack bonus pieces. So I would rather have that sharp increase to get me up to 133,000 attack than to replace this with crit and get what, an extra 5% crit chance? No, it doesn't make sense. I'd rather take 9.1 and then, well, this stuff doesn't, the subsets don't matter. I wish the subsets were better. I'd rather take this 9.1% in attack as opposed to 5% extra crit. That's why I have it like that. And then since that's there, I might as well just complete it. Why not? But if this had been, how do I put? I'm trying to think of a scenario. I have a scenario like this with like Batman, I think. Is it like that with Batman? Yeah. I have an attack bonus piece here that has 13.4% attack, and then this one has 19.2, and then I completed the attack set, so I would get the extra 3 plus 9%. So I'm gonna end up with 13.4 plus 9 is gonna be 22.4 plus another 19. So I said 22.4. What is it? 41.6, and I know I'm doing this math completely wrong. And then an additional attack bonus here at 4.5. So like it's a lot of attack that I'm stacking on, and it's because I'm not completing the sets. I don't give a damn about the sets. If I do have a problem, if I don't have this stuff, then the secondary thing is the sets. But outside of that, I'm taking this percentage every day, all day. So yeah, that's why Poison Ivy is built that way. So next, where's my Swamp Thing? Okay. The bonus pieces helps a lot more if you have the percent. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Exactly. Gums. Sorry I didn't read your comment until now. But yeah, exactly. If it were not for those bonus pieces that were percentage stat pieces, then that wouldn't be the case. I would follow what you were saying. Or maybe. I don't know if I would do the 2 crit. Maybe. It depends. Okay, so if I didn't have that, what would I do then? 4 attack for sure. I agree with that part. The 2 crit, she does do a back row attack on multiple characters. It's just that the only 5% is just not a lot to me. You can make that up in like substats. But probably she doesn't heal. So yeah, a crit would probably be just the next best thing since she's just a damage dealer. Yeah, the base damage versus crit damage is huge. I don't understand what that means. Because the crit damage, all I'm saying is that I have a 100% chance of doing 20% more damage or a 5% chance to do 50% more damage. That's what I mean. I don't understand what the base damage versus crit damage means. Maybe I'm misunderstanding your comment. Okay, so next. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if I have a 5% chance to... Here's a question for you. We'll change it to money. Do you want a 5% chance to get $1,000 or a 100% chance to get 500? I'm gonna take the 500. I got a chance at the 1,000, but I'm gonna get the 5 for sure. That's what it boils down to for me. If I know it's less, but I know I got this money. The 5% chance is like, okay, I got 3 shots at a 5% chance because of the back row. That's what she's doing. She doesn't do AoE, but she does back row damage. So it's 3 of them. If there's 3 still back there. So then it's just like, at higher levels, the crit damage is huge. I agree, so is attack. The attack increases along with crit damage. It's all percentages. So you're still... Damage is fine. I get the damage part of it. The damage isn't what's increasing. You're talking about a chance. A 5% chance is not a lot. You're never going to be able to convince me that the damage is huge matters more than something that's guaranteed if it's only 5%. If it was a 50% chance, I hear you. It's 5%. 1 in 20. So then 1 in 20 matches or 1 in 20 attacks on that, you get a better chance. The percent is more of a guarantee. You know what you're getting. Exactly. I know exactly what happens when I go into that battle. Otherwise, I have to guess at what's happening or hope that that 5% procs that time. No. Anyway, moving on. To the next. How do I build the rest of this out? Actually, I want another coffee. I'll go get that in a minute. You know what? Let's do that Constantine thing again. But I had Constantine. No, I had Aquaman up front. Let's put Constantine back there. Yeah, I know what I see every day when I play 2-Tray. It's just math. 5%. Honestly, the wiping out you're doing is probably coming from your attack more than from your percent from your crit. When you see the numbers go up, you see that little explosion thing saying crit damage, that thing. Like, I mean, we can have different philosophies, but you're never going to convince me at 5%. It's never going to happen. Never, ever going to happen. It's just basic math. All right, so we're going to still try this part of it. They are taking so much damage. So much damage. Yeah, no, we're in agreement. We're in agreement. It's just different philosophies, but it's one of those, like, it's like gambling. I don't like gambling. I don't like putting money down. I mean, like, in terms of fun, casino, $5 bucks, $10. I'm not like that, but like the people who hop on crypto because like that one time they got like a 50% gain and then they'll dump another 20,000 into it because it happened once. Like I don't, it can happen. You can benefit. You can get lucky as hell and it can work. But my entire goal is this is why I'm doing it this way. I want consistency in what's happening. I want to know what I'm getting when I go into it, not hope. And if it's, oh, I did not want that. You should know better than this. I'm going to put one swamp that, come on. So yeah, that's why when it comes down to like the crit damage stuff, that's why I slow it down. Because then you can see like that little symbol and the number flash orange so you can see when it's crit. That's why I slow it down. So when you see the poisons and the bleeds, you guys have seen me do it on the stream. When I do the poisons and the bleed stuff, I try to go at 1x and stare because I'm like, I need to see how much damage the poison is doing each time. I need to see how much time bleeds is doing each time so I know what I can count on going forward. Sort of a related question, is there any way to increase the crit damage through gear? Not that I've seen. I want them to come out with a crit damage set. That would be awesome, but I haven't seen like crit damage get increased anywhere other than via the badges. That you can do the badges. Oh yeah, no. But this isn't anything against like Trey or an agreement. This is just talking theory and philosophy. Seriously, it's a mobile game. But this is just talking about like different play styles. The way Trey wants to do it, and if that's how he's doing it, he's having a good time. Knock yourself out, bro. Have a good time. That's what it is. It's just that we have a crossroads of where it's like, so for example, I only put crit if we don't have any of the percent bonus stuff, and I did forget your crit damage question. This goes to that. If we don't have any of the attack bonus, HP bonus stuff, right? Then I'm doing 2 attack sets and 1 crit set on every single target damage dealer. And then I'm doing 2 crits and 1 attack on every AoE damage dealer. So actually, even by Trey's logic on what he's doing, for Poison Ivy, if I did not have the attack bonus, I still wouldn't put 4 attack and 2 crit. I would put 2 crit, 1 attack. You know what I mean? Like I would have 4 crit pieces and then 2 attack because she's attacking multiple characters at the same time in the back row. That'd be most likely. I just realized though, the middle ground of what Trey's talking about. I just realized it. And I have it on who? 1 second. There's another percentage piece. Sorry. Crit damage can be increased through badges and you have to check them out. I can show you on Wonder Woman real quick and then I'm going to do something with Poison Ivy that might be awesome. We'll see in a second. Damn it. It's on Wonder Woman. I know I'm not speaking in complete sentences and that I can sound confusing right now. Give me a minute. Damage. Okay. Yeah, see, so here crit damage gets increased through the badge as you're like ranking this up. As far as like gear and stuff, not quite. You get the crit percentage. You also have this, a crit percent piece. I would still lean towards attack, but this piece gives me 20% extra crit. 20% extra crit on top of the 15% I'm the 15% I'm getting here. So right now my Wonder Woman's crit is at 48.4%. Yeah, then her crit damage at 32.4. But yeah, and then I have the attack up to 13. This, honestly, if I replace this one with the one I have for Batman, where it is 19.2, my Wonder Woman would probably be nuts. I'm just not doing it because Batman. That's the only reason I'm not doing it. Oh, that's why my crit damage on Wonder Woman is so high. It must be the Yep. She, like, Wonder Woman, once you get the badge, she's awesome from beginning to end. Once you get her badge up and it's like starting to amplify the damage, it's so much fun. Hold on. Do I have another crit piece? I don't think I do. I don't know that I would change it though. I'm not 100% sure that I would change it. I do need to increase the levels here. Replace. Do I not have another crit piece? Wonder Woman, I have one on Deathstroke. I have one on Weasel, and I just talked about not using Weasel anymore. Constantine's gonna keep his. Constantine's gonna keep his. Even though, and this is what you want. This is a crit piece with a crit substat. This is a crit piece with a crit substat and a crit primary. And this is on Constantine, and I can't stand Constantine. Oh my God, why didn't I put this on Wonder Woman? I must have gotten it after Wonder Woman. Why didn't I put this on? This is gonna change. I don't give a damn about the signature. Wonder Woman's gonna get this. Wonder Woman's getting. Well, Wonder Woman even has 13 plus 7% crit, but it's not the crit piece though. That's the thing. Well, this comes from Farmigan Evil Falls though. I think the artifact has damage amplification, not really crit damage. I don't think there is an artifact that does crit damage. I gotta think on that for Poison Ivy as well for a second. Because the other thing about the attack is that the attack benefit is that her poisons are based off of her attack. That's why I was trying to get attack on Swamp Thing. Okay. No. What do you do? At the start of the second round, sacrifice 20% of HP, power chaos, damage amplification, 25% lifesteal. Well, I mean, this is staying on Sinestro. I'm not moving it from him. Lasso always stays with her. This stays on John Stewart. Duh. Okay, Batman. Yeah, but it's Batman. Okay, so at the start of the bear's second, third, and fourth turns, 50% of the attack damage to the front row. Ally with the highest maximum HP. Heal for 100% of this damage. Why do I have this on Batman? Because this was what somebody was mentioning. You put this on like Weasel or Constantine, running with the Bride. Yeah, that's what they were saying. Run this with the Bride because my Bride I think has the highest max HP. No. We're no arguing at all. Has the highest max HP. That's what someone was trying to tell me before. I get it now. Granted, they told me this like last week. It only took me 7 days to follow up. But heal for 100% of the damage done. But then this is just a heal for him. This isn't really... I don't think I like this being on Batman anymore. I don't think I like this being on Batman anymore. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't think I want that on him anymore. Alright, so then this healing stuff, fine. This is more heal stuff, fine. This stays on that wing, doesn't matter. This happens to increase damage when somebody dies. He progresses the progress bar by 50% because Poison Ivy increases her attack per turn, correct? Like 1% per turn, like this in battle growth. This might be good for her because then once she kills someone, her turn comes around faster and she gets another chance to kill again, but that also increases her attack. That might be okay. However, the reason why it's on Judo Master is because all he does is crit and he's a beast. Ultimate for the number 2 time. I don't know why they put just second. Each part of the damage dealt by the ultimate progressively gains 15% amplification. This might need to go on Batman. This can stay on Bane, that's fine. This might need to go on Batman. I think Mega Rod goes on Batman. What's up, Shock? I've been watching on my work phone, just letting you know I'm watching. Appreciate you. I appreciate you watching. Epic artifact with tier 4 talent is a damage amplifier. Yesterday I saw your video when you pulled Swampy that then I commented and went to the game, and to my surprise I pulled Swamp in the 5th attempt. See? Now, recently I uploaded this short, said my channel. See. You want to comment, be like, man, you lucky you turn around five times. Five times. I use a Chaos Crystal on Batman. See, I like that Chaos Crystal on Sinestro, though. And I don't want Batman to lose health. I think I might go for Mega, because it's also on the second round. Sacrifice 20% of HP, current, increases damage. But then this does lifesteal. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Damn, Runes, you might have me. You might got me. I don't know, Andrew, because Runes Master, his is saying something different. DJ Gomes is saying something different. Like the names that I recognize, then that guy B shows up correctly. What's up, guy? But the other names are not showing up. So glad to know it's Andrew. What's up, Andrew? ¿Cómo está? Boy, I don't know. Something with my thing going on right now. Probably have too much stuff running on my computer in the first place. All right, so Chaos Crystal. Okay, first of all, let's do one thing at a time. Let's go ahead and put Chaos Crystal over here on Batman. This is just wrong. I don't know why I have it that way, but it's not good. All right, so Chaos Crystal on Batman. This is going to weaken my Sinestro, but I use Batman more than Sinestro anyway. Vial does not need to be on Sinestro. Vial gives you more healing, so this is more for, because Batman is far from a glass cannon. This is yeah, of course. We're all chill. We're all cool. We're all just disagreements and stuff. It's all cool. Ain't nobody over here shouting and getting in a big deal about it. Don't worry about it, Trey. Don't worry about that. Just having a good time, hopefully. Anyway, where do I put the vial though? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's only good with Bride on the team. And who am I running the Bride with most of the time? Constantine. Constantine stay hurting people. Hurt people, man. All right, so then what? I put the vial of blood on Constantine, so he's hurting people more and heals himself more. No, okay, we're not doing that. I got to think about where I want to put the vial. I got to think about where I want to put the vial. Okay, that's the first thing. Next, going back, where were we? Back to artifacts. This is all, I know it doesn't sound like it, but this is all towards Poison Ivy now. Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing. So, back to the collection. So this is on Batman now. Vial, let's see, do I need Poison Ivy to have this vial? It does not increase her attack or anything at all. Literally what it's going to do is go hit Swamp Thing, for example, and then heal herself back up. Bride, Constantine, Pandora, then use Pandora's team synergy, then you can add 2 more characters. I do the Pandora, Constantine. I haven't done, Pandora is like kind of in and out, but Constantine, Bride, Aquaman. That trio runs awesome together. And then whoever. Pandora can go into that with the team synergy. Pandora can go in there with that. I might try that later. Okay, so I really wish they would let us have like save teams. Can we please get like, I know I said 5. I'm gonna need like 30, but can we get some save team like slots or something? All right, so this was the thing I was thinking on. Oh, and the Mega Rod as well. Mega Rod, it is on the second ultimate, increasing per damage, increasing the attack by 15%. I don't have any damage dealers that have multiple parts to their ultimates other than like, Batman, Sinestro, DCU, obviously. Judo Master. If I put that on Judo Master hits hard to begin with. You're league number 1. Congratulations. Aquaman Mara in front. I can't put Mara in front right now at rank 8. She gets demolished. Fate, Constantine, Pandora in the back goes pretty hard for me. Yeah. I would put Mara. I try to put Mara in the front. I've had to like sideline Mara till I can get her rank 9. That was the first time I started to realize that like rank 8s don't do it for me anymore when I'm trying to progress. I need rank 9s. Howl, Weasel, Superboy. Yeah. Those multiple attacks, yeah. I think I might put it on Judo Master. I think I might put this on Judo Master because then that means that he's going to hit harder. And then this I'm going to remove. Okay, so we're getting there slowly but surely. If I remove this and put this on Poison Ivy, then when somebody falls, she's going to get 50% added attack, which is going to get her boosted even more. What's up outside my window? Which gets her boosted even more. It should put us in a good way. Okay. Okay. All right. That's the plan. That's the plan. Sorry, DCU. This is going to go to Mega Rod goes there. It says something though, just a heads up. It says something that I'd rather put an artifact on a character that does damage on Judo Master than DCU. Just saying. Let's see. And I like DCU now. When he first came out, everybody knows those videos. Everybody? Not everybody. Nobody, probably. All of my, like, angst towards DCU when he first came out, because he had a horrible, strong, not good kit, not good enough for Legendary. Then they buffed him. Like, they fixed it. It went well. He's very, very good right now. Judo Master is nuts with the damage. He's absolutely nuts with the damage. All right, so this puts this on Poison Ivy. Now, let me make sure I have that skill understood properly. During battle, when dealing damage, permanently increases her own attack by 1% for each stack of poison on the target. So, base attack is 20%. When she deals damage, permanently increases her attack by 1% for each stack of poison. That is just stupid. That is so stupid. Okay. So then when that happens, let's get her turnaround faster using the wrist gun so that she can do more damage, so she can increase more. I need to increase this, and then we would be good. No, I still don't want to do crit, though. I thought about it. I don't think I want to do crit. I think I'm going to stick with this attack. Sorry. Okay, so that I need to boost this up. I want to get 15 shards. I don't think that's going to happen, which means that I should probably put some resources into that attack piece that she has. Strengthen. Boop. Can I get... 7.5. I'm going to add more. And then a 7% crit chance. See, I still got 7% crit. Okay, so I need more gold. We are running low on gold. Like low. Like apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur, low. Alright, so let's see if we can find gold somewhere. So I risk gun on Ivy. I think I'm going to do the same running poison team. Hopefully. Because that wrist gun could end up on Cheshire real fast depending on how well she goes. Because Cheshire puts out 5 poisons on her basic. Let's do that as many times as possible. What are these? What are you guys? You just regular attack? Okay, so you can sit there. Alright, then we have the Pandora. Alright, so we're good there. Let's go back and try to use Poison Ivy some more. I really want to get her... What's up, Bulik? Dude, you don't know how many times I've been like, I have a thing for redheads on this. Mara, Poison Ivy, redheads and Latinas. That's my weakness. That's my weakness. That is my weakness. Anyway, we're going to go back. We're not going to talk about that. Because the woman I'm dating now is German. All right, anyway, so... we're not in a relationship, so it's fine. All right, so... So let's go back. just lost complete train of thought. There we go. Friends list. We're gonna go to Taxman. I think is the one where we were like, we don't like Taxman. Nobody likes the Taxman. Even the Taxman don't like the Taxman. Do you think the people at the IRS like paying taxes? I'm not saying we don't do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying it's like, I think it was what dentists had. I don't know if it's still the same. Had the highest suicide rate, and my first thought, and it's not an original idea. I'm sure 1,000 people thought of it. Who's happy to go to the dentist? Even the dentist isn't happy to go to the dentist. It's not a thing you want to go do. So like, who's happy to go to the dentist? Nobody. So I can understand being the person that nobody likes, and you're just trying to take care of people's teeth, which is very, very, very important. And people being like, nah, but I don't like you though. Do IRS people like not like other IRS, not like in the office like politics of where you like, no, I just don't like her, but like they gotta pay them too, right? Or if you work for the IRS, do you not have to pay taxes? I might have a whole career change if I find that out. People in the IRS don't pay taxes. What? Okay. See a flood of a million people applying for jobs at the IRS. Why? I just feel a calling towards helping with what do we taxation? Is that the word? Taxation. I'm so passionate about it. All right, so back to Poison Ivy and Swamp Thing. I feel as though this is not okay. Why is Swamp Thing so small? He's so itty bitty. Okay, so next. He's so little. All right, so the problem that we had was Wonder Woman came through and crushed us. Basically. I don't know that I have a solution for that for Poison Ivy other than get your weight up. Like, I need to get her ranked up. What were the other things you guys were saying? It was Hal Weasel. Nope. Constantine Pandora. No, she still wrecked that. It might just be that I wish I could, maybe I should go check. Maybe his Wonder Woman is just like rank 12 and it's just not something I'm going to be able to deal with. It could be that. And I would have to deal with it outside of using 281. I mean, it's not, rank 10, but it's not like nuts. I mean, I guess she is rank 8. Okay. Let's find something, I guess, not as devastating. We know Rello's going to have nothing but a... Yeah, exactly. No, thank you, sir. I already knew what Rello had before I looked. No chance. Napo. I don't know if Napo's on today. Is Napo there? Same size with Clayface. Got me with the red edge. See something we agree on. Yeah, there we go. Everybody, we can all find common ground somewhere. Okay? We can all find common ground somewhere. All right. There's XP. Dark Adam. Havoc. Let's try that. 49.15. He's probably Havoc at squad. Probably Wonder Woman. And then I'm going to have to back out. Yep, there's the Wonder Woman. Okay. I really can't face Wonder Woman with Poison Ivy unless I have Poison Ivy at rank 9. Probably not even then, if I'm being honest. I think I already looked at Ryan Cogg. Haven't seen him in a minute on the stream. Confirm. Okay, no Wonder Woman. Batman, but he's a single target damage dealer. Okay, so let's experiment with this. Swamp Thing, Poison Ivy. Check. We can do the Constantine Aquaman Bride thing. That's a lot of tanks. But let's just see how that works. That is a lot of although let's just do Bride, Constantine, and Swamp Thing. Aquaman is Aquaman is there for the sacrifice mechanic. Aquaman is there for the sacrifice mechanic. I kind of have to put him there. Damn. And then the Bride. All right, we're going to see how this goes, and then I'm going to rerun it in a different way. But the goal of this right now, actually, funny enough, is I'm kind of converting Constantine into a support character because of the damage he's doing. Okay, so basically, stop. The reason why I'm doing this is that now Constantine becomes a support character. Why? Because he's hurting people. And actually, I should probably restart it. I need to restart it. Because he's hurting people. So basically, the idea is Constantine, keep hurting the bride. The bride is going to keep giving us hard hit. He's going to give us strong attack. And now, hopefully, Poison Ivy is going to rack shop. With Swamp Thing providing additional support and poisons. Her poisons should, let's see, herself in back row. We're going to switch you guys up. You're going to go there. Ooh, you're going to attack back row here. You're agile. Only, let's do that. I don't trust Damien hitting into Swamp Thing right now because he's only rank 8. And I worry about Damien taking him out. Alright, so then we add our reinforcements. Let's go ahead and heal up the front row because they're going to need it. Heal up the back row because they're probably going to need it too. Okay, so we are punching up by 1.4 million. We probably won't win this, but let's see how it goes, okay? Do I have the ultimates right? I did do the ultimate. No, I didn't do the ultimates. We'll do this. We'll do this. We will do... I love when the bride does her thing, but let's go with Constantine. Although the Aquaman exhaust might be more useful. Yeah, let's just do it that way. Scarecrow just for the... Here's the problem with Scarecrow, and I'm so upset because, and I said this in the previous video, that she died immediately. I didn't even get a chance to see how she died. What happened? What actually just happened? Like, and guys, can we... Okay. These are minor things in the game. They will have them fixed eventually. Don't get too annoyed. It's okay. Alright, so Constantine, Poison Ivy. How did they just insta die? I don't... It's looking like for all the defense and everything else, out of the gate is the way you can take out this team. If you can get to them before they can get their stuff going, they get wrecked. So how did she die so fast? Let's put you all the way over here. Let's put you down there. Did Batman just run right at... Yeah. I got wrecked by them, so that took out Poison Ivy. So then there goes the central theme of what I was trying to do. Hooray. Almost 3. Okay, runes I will, but that was one of those, like, I think I'm going to hit you pretty hard. But we can see. See how it's built. If this has any chance of doing any kind of anything. Anything at all. So she's still not... The idea behind this was to get the hard hits and the strong attacks from Constantine out on everybody. It's not gonna work if he's dead. Dadgummit. Let me go to runes real quick. And maybe that's the thing. Maybe I need to adjust down since this is developing upwards. You said that was... Yeah, okay. I thought I had a runes in here somewhere though already. Your name is different than I thought it was. I literally thought I saw runes. Okay, it doesn't matter. So we will do the Constantine build here, and then we can go with some other stuff. I guess that's the thing. Maybe this is my fault. I need to go against smaller teams to see how it's working. That's the whole point of what I'm doing, right? Research and development, right? So I need to go against a smaller team to see how they perform as I rank them up. So this is me being a goof. Should have been smarter than that. All right. Now, the reason why the bride I always put up front, regardless of, is because she gives herself hard hit and the back row allies. That's why she's up there. I'm going to put you here. And then as far as this goes, that. Here, I'm going to try to examine more of what's happening, not how strong they are. Because they're going to be stronger. And in fact, so much so that I may not put in reinforcements. Let's go for that right now. You need PI's ultimate first. See, that's the thing. I was using Swamp Thing's ultimate first because I was thinking he's putting out so many poisons and her attack. I'll do it the other way next time. Her attack stacks off of poisons. So if I can get 5 poisons out to everybody out there first. Oh, I see the other issue too. So that's what. So you see the. You see 3 poisons out there. 5, 5, 3, 3, 0 on Peacemaker. I guess because he just had his turn. All those poisons out there are so that when Poison Ivy does go, her attack also gets amplified by that. Then back row, the wrist gun works. She's about to go again right there already. Kill somebody else. That only happens once with the wrist gun, by the way. I wish it was repeated. I need to rank it up. Swamp Thing first, it amps Ivy's. But the thing is that I can see Trey's point though. Because the other side of that is, 1, have her first, her ultimate goes first, but then 2, she's going to go more often if she's first in that order. So the thought process that I have right now is like a burst attack at first and try to just take them all out. But then maybe that would be a burst attack. The other one I'm having is more damage over time, I guess. Let me try it the other way. Let's see how much damage she does out the gate, honestly. Let's see. Let's see how that goes. I would have loved, did they have the stats there? Yeah, no, I know. I know it was going to be too strong for the team, but that's fine. Right now I'm trying to see the mechanics working. So for example, right there, I saw the first issue. The first issue was, and this is, I like the Bride, Aquaman, Constantine trio. I don't think it's going to be great for this Swamp Thing team, only because, and I say this one specifically, I need more in terms of, or not more. What could be better is I have the Philosopher's Stone here on Kid Flash. With that, I will get 2 extra energy. Ultimate points. You asked yesterday what I think of my R1. Oh, wait, I have to read. I was 1 pull of pity. I just ripped 10 pulls and got 2 copies. Shout out Gulik. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, bro. Alright, so let me see. Poison Ivy. We'll do Poison Ivy first as well, but you'll see what I mean now. With Kid Flash in, I'm going to get 2 extra ultimate energy. Oh, I need to have a coffee. Then I got to be done in 30 minutes because I'm on vacation, but I'm supposed to be meeting a friend at 11. Damn it. Damn. Where did the time go? Shoot. Okay. So now, the one thing I did want to try to do, Ocean Master Nightwing, because obviously you guys know me, you've seen the channel. I'm obsessed with those folks. Rank 10 before I had to head to work. He's a beast. I didn't mean to send that incomplete. But no worries. Yeah, rank 10. But I think rank 10 Aquaman would be better, no? We'll see. But rank 10 Swamp Thing, I'm jealous. Just put it that way. Damn it. Wait, no, let me see. Damn it. Okay. Yeah, Swamp Thing needs his team. I feel he doesn't work with others, maybe on a debuff team. Yeah, on the debuff, that's why, because I was trying with Ocean Master, you know what? I'm showing my Ocean Master, Nightwing, and I think Sinestro instead of Poison Ivy. And it was just a lot of debuffs. It was doing well. We'll do Nightwing and Ocean Master while I'm sitting here just squawking. It was doing actually quite well. We'll leave it like this. And I mean, again, I have to take the damage with a little bit of a grain of salt. But we saw last time what happened. Let's see if it hits harder this time. Where are my extra points? Thank you. Okay. It would be nice if I had Scarecrow in. Alright, so she wiped out 2 by going first. Now I'm very confused. Did I get a bad pull? And then Swamp Thing just gets KO'd out the gate by Batman. He has the tactical advantage against Batman, and Batman just wrecked his face. I'm not saying Batman, he shouldn't have, that he had to, I don't know if he should have been one shot by him. I don't know if he should have been one shot by Batman. Damn. Oh, and that's the other son of a bee. That's the other thing. It may be that despite what we just saw with Poison Ivy, that Swamp Thing has to go first to survive, because he puts out defense ups, he puts out sturdy armor, whatever the hell they call it in this game. They put out sturdy armor on himself per poison that's out there. Let me find you again. So that would mean rank 10, but okay, that makes me feel better. He's rank 10 and he has a badge 30, so that means he's hitting like a truck. That made me feel a little bit better. Yeah, mine is rank 8 and no badge development. Okay, alright. Okay, that makes me feel better. But what doesn't make me feel okay? Well, hold up. Let's just do this then. If that's the case, let's see if his survivability goes up with him in Poison Ivy. Where you at? We're just gonna build the same thing that we did before with Kid Flash. I don't even remember who the other 2 were because I was just watching them. Kid Flash. Who else did I have in here before? Oh yeah, it was Nightwing and Ocean Master. And the idea here was a lot of bleeds, a lot of poison. Let's have some fun. So if he goes first, he puts the poison out. He's going to give sturdy armor. Will he then survive Batman's attack? Batman being rank 10 and badge 30. What's up, Rob? See, yours is coming up weird too. What's up, Robert? But here's the thing, Gomes. Like there's that amp for Ivy, but she did one-shot 2 of the characters in the back row without that amplification. So the damage was solid. Okay, I don't know why I'm thinking so much. Let me make sure the order is okay. That's good. I mean, like, this part really matters, but what can I say? OCD. All right. Now the poisons will go out earlier because of the Kid Flash 2 ultimate points thing. So Batman will not get his ultimate off before sturdy armor and poison goes out to them. We don't have sturdy armor now though. Yep, and we die instantly. So same deal. And now I don't think that Poison Ivy is going to be able to one-shot the back row. Oh wait, Ocean Master. Damn it. Oh, we're trying to study here, Ocean Master. You messing it up. Alright, well, that's the end of them. Okay. Yeah, attack bonus on but epic. Yeah, but even attack bonus, I said this before, attack bonus on an epic 0 piece is better than flat attack on an epic 3. Like insane. Percentages matter. Percentages are a big deal. Okay, so this is a failure. Swamp Thing, what's going on, dog? I'm gonna make a coffee. I'll be right back. I need to think for a sec, and I got like 20 minutes before I do have to like get up, and get up out of here. Let's see. I always like putting like the block team against the block team. We're gonna let you guys run here. I don't even want to go get my. I want to get my coffee fast. I kind of want to see what happens with this first battle. They're much higher level, but it is tactical over mighty. The burns and everything, but there should be a burn damage reduction based off the badge for Swamp Thing, at least for him. Oh, and then here, you'll see. Okay, so someone asked about Mr. T teams. I don't think they're still here. They probably went to sleep already. Mr. T is here to cleanse debuffs just in case something goes down and goes funky. A lot of debuffs are going to go out from Swamp Thing, from Raven, from Poison Ivy. This helps ramp up Mr. Sinestro. And then we drop. He gets to do a bunch of damage. She's hitting like a truck already. Y'all pull Swamp Thing first summon with Poison Ivy. Luck. Good luck. Yeah. Xbox. Okay, so we have congratulations on pulling Swamp Thing. Congrats. I'm scared to say this. It's anecdotal. It's anecdotal, and maybe it's it might be because of like my chat and the people who are here are like they're not as new as they were. It's I have players who've been playing for like a month or two versus more coming in, but at the time there was more coming in. It was a newer game. I feel like I'm hearing more positive things about pulls for Swamp Thing than I did for the previous legendary Peacemaker. Less frustration. I need Swamp Thing to not die there. It feels like he needs a lot of heals, even though he supposedly heals. I'm gonna make a coffee. I'll be right back. This is kind of frustrating. X Bone Collector, not Xbox, my bad. You're supposed to Superman, DCU, and Peacemaker in one batch on a weekly legendaries. Bless my account. That's what happened to me. What was it? I got Aquaman and DCU in one pull at the very end that screwed up my guarantee counter. screwed up. I was happy with it, but yeah. Oh, that's right. I love running Bane now. Bane is awesome. Okay. I'm getting frustrated with the swamp thing. I was saying that correct. It's just a weird sentence. Um, Problem being is that partially I think it's just he's at rank 8. I think that's part of the issue. That's how they get you. Uh, Damn. Because he seems to be taking damage and falling quick. And this should mean that Bane can basically do his AoE stuff. He's already at 30 stacks. It's 3 rounds in. He can AoE stun people all day now. All day. All day, all day, all day. This is going to be fun. Yep, stun him. He stunned one person. Damn it, it's supposed to be up to 90%. That was a legendary pull that DCU and Arthur. Yeah, here's the thing. I like those one of those days where it's like, man, I'm the like it's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling. Okay, so I know his attack is or not his attack. His stun is supposed to be at 50% or 90%. Doesn't feel like it. Doesn't usually feel like it with Bane. But yeah, I should just fast forward through this, but I want to see him stun one more time. At a 0 cost. What would? Alright, so let's go ahead. Nightwing is stunned. I think Bloodsport was stunned beforehand. Let's skip past this, because we win. And then we skip past this, we lose. Okay. I need to alter that. Oh, I did have Pandora running down here with Constantine and them. I did have that. Batman may be the weak link in that, and weak link in that whole setup. Okay, so Swamp Thing. My issue is not Poison Ivy. I think Poison Ivy is doing what she's supposed to do. She's damaging the back row, usually killing 1 or 2 of them, getting her wrist gun activated, getting her turn back going again. Poison Ivy can be improved, needs to be ranked up, and needs to be like stacked up. Okay, cool, fine. The problem I'm having right now. Oh, well, why not? Let's see how well you do here. This is my serious face. The question I'm having right now is, should I put Poison Ivy in or leave in Sinestro? Well, no, I'm definitely going to leave in Sinestro. Take out Zatanna. Zatanna has the crits. Take out Raven. She has the revive. Since we don't have a great healer, we have Mr. Terrific and Zatanna taking that role of healer. Like the Zatanna and Mr. Terrific equal one Kid Flash, basically. Let's get some debuffs out there first. Raven, quiet as kept, hits like a truck. Her ultimate hits hard as hell. I saw it yesterday because she was in front of like Constantine, or she was behind Constantine or Sinestro. Then she took her turn and like wiped, and I was like, why is Constantine going first? Your face was like Christmas morning. I was cracking up. That was my Mr. Burns excellent I'm studying face. All right. Let's do this. I'm at 50 in the pity and weekly pulls. I think I will hit full pity on there. I mean, eventually, I think that's how I ended up getting my OG Superman over my Wonder Woman first. All right, so there's all the poisons going out. Okay, cool. He just lost so much health. What happened? He's dead. To be fair, this is a higher level, so I didn't really expect to win, but damn it. I feel like now I'm getting to points in the game of where I got to be ranked 9, ranked 10, and there's not even a point in trying team ups. Let's go there now. Let's experiment with them here. I think I've already done one of these this morning. To be real with you guys, I woke up at like 3 o'clock this morning, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but it's payday, so I just paid my bills. I always wake up with that. Okay, so Traders just doesn't know how to say agree to disagree, does he? Your PI isn't great. I think she's doing great. She's doing exactly what she's supposed to be doing. All right, so this is what I was running yesterday. With Judo Master going first, Poison Ivy going last, because Judo Master is going to do way more damage. Why did I have him going second and then him going like that? Okay. Oh boy, oh boy. Alright, silence on Killer Frost. That's fun too. I'm probably gonna need to start replacing the Batmobile with a lantern just for the heals. Actually, you know what I could do? I could just prove a point. I could just prove a point. I know I'm late, but what are we pulling? What do you mean? I like Swamp Thing. I'm getting a little bit frustrated with trying to use him, but I think it is really about his power level right now. I really think it's about him being rank 8 and me putting him in scenarios where he doesn't have much of a chance of being successful. And the way that his kit is built in terms of with my gameplay, Aquaman fits. People get low on energy. School of Fish, block him for a little bit. Let's get him healed up. Let's get back to battle, right? He doesn't necessarily do that, as in he doesn't do that at all. With his thing, it is going to put poisons out there. We're going to give you a lot of defense, and I'm going to make you stronger against whatever incoming attacks there are. His heal mechanic does not seem great, and you know what? I'm going to try to focus on it a little bit more here. His heals do not seem to be doing what I need them to do, or what he needs them to do, honestly, to survive. Let me check. Because he does heal on his ultimate, and then there was that one thing where it's only 10% heals. That's the thing. If an enemy has at least one stack, and that's where the poisons need to go out, so that way on the advanced attack he does heal more. Honestly, I have middle expectations right now. His kit sounds nuts, but I feel like he needs to have his running mates with him. He needs to have Poison Team with him. Because even this right here, advanced attack, this happens first, because it's the advanced attack. But it's not going to do anything if there aren't poisons already out there. Which is where Scarecrow comes in handy. If you have Scarecrow at the beginning of round 1 is going to put out a bunch of poisons, which then means that your allies can heal up by 10%, just going on, right? And this even has a 3-turn cooldown, so I can't even use this again until the 4th round. And by the 4th round, I'm healing for 10%. Okay. Okay, this is why we study. And then he'll give you the sturdy armor for every 2 stacks of poison, which means that when his advanced attack goes out, and there's no poison out there yet, because of what I'm running right now, You get no sturdy armor. The ultimate has to go before his advanced attack goes. His speed is at 200. Okay, hold up. I have Kid Flash in there already, right? No. Let's put... Well, this is all agile. That's not going to work at all. Let's put Kid Flash in. And this is a weird thing. I want his ultimate to go before his advanced attack, so we can get sturdy armor and heals up. You know how hard that is? So then that means I need Kid Flash. I have Vitality thrown in there. That's fine. This does not give me any chances of... Yeah, no. Alright, so Kid Flash goes... I guess we could try Penguin in here. Now would be the time to try Penguin, honestly. Because I don't have... Because it's just a regular old team-ups. Penguin, where are you? I'll put you in the dadgum thing. I'm sure I've passed by him like 17 times by now. And just don't... There he is. Alright, so Penguin's in there. Oh, they even have a boost now, I guess because of it being his season or something. Okay. And then next, I could put Zatanna in there for the crit. You should not be on this side because you are going to be a problem. I guess Zatanna for the crits. Increase their damage. Increase their crit rate. Okay. So your high expectations, I want to go get him for real. I think so too. And hear me out. Yeah, he may need pink. Yeah. So you're literally going through my thought process right now, and I wasn't reading it. He needs a crew, like you said. By the way, kind of strange that they will release Cheshire rather than Dr. I said that in the video when I was reading through the kits of basically. It is always the character with the team synergy comes out after, always. It's been 3 times. After the character, like it's the Vigilante, he comes out second. Guy Gardner, he comes out second. Judo Master, Team Synergy comes out third. Mr. Terrific, Team Synergy comes out third. They put Dr. Poison third, which makes me think Dr. Poison's going to be nuts. I think Dr. Poison's going to be insane. If they are like, yo, Cheshire has a team synergy, but Dr. Poison's where it's at. Dr. Poison's the last one. We want to make sure, but not sinister, but let's just call it marketing, planning, the strategy being that Swamp Thing is going to take up your super encrypted tokens. You're going to blow a bunch of encrypted tokens on Cheshire. Then you're going to get to Dr. Poison and be like, damn, I need her. That's the whole path every single time. DCU, super encrypted tokens, whatever money you got to spend on him, fine, he's a legendary. Then you get Guy Gardner. I like Guy Gardner. I saw that movie. That thing was fun. Blah, 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 blah. Encrypted tokens, hoarders who use their crypto tokens. And then comes out Mr. Terrific, and everybody's like, Mr. Terrific is better than the first 2 combined. Peacemaker. Oh, I like that TV series. Oh, he's a legendary. Let me put some money into him. Yeah, super encrypted tokens. Yay. Then you get Vigilante. Oh man, he does a lot of damage. He's pretty good. He has a weird skin where it looks like he's basically in a BDSM video that you're not allowed to watch at work. Fine. Okay, let's go and put some encrypted tokens. I saw Ongrapper say he does some heavy damage. Let's put some encrypted tokens. And then comes Judo Master, and it's like, oh, you have a team synergy and 70% chance to crit? What? Scoozy? So then I've basically blown all of my budget money and everything else on them, and then outcome. And this is why I think they didn't want to do a calendar at first, and then there was enough complaints and people leaving to where they had to do at least dates. Eventually they'll get to the calendar thing, where they were like, no, we want you to go ahead and be like, oh, this is fun, this is fun, this is fun, this is fun, and then you have to open your wallet for Mr. Terrific, Judo Master. And now it might be Dr. Poison. If she's last, it feels like she's gonna be the beast. Okay, so anyway, sorry. Let me get to this because I do have to go. Oh no, I think Rob. I think it's better. I don't think it's Doctor Poison's gonna bring it all together. I think it's Doctor Poison's gonna change things, like Joker voice. You've changed things. I think she's going to. She's a healer based off poisons that puts out a bunch of poisons. I thought of like you could think of so many plug and play aspects. Like the thing that makes Judo Master and Mr. Terrific really, really good is that they're also really, really, really good outside of their teams. Like outside of their teams, that's what's making Poison Ivy really good. She's a good damage dealer outside of like poisons and everything else. Like you don't have to better. She's better with all the poisons. You ain't gotta though, right? Swamp Thing is going to be downgraded for me a little bit until I get him working. I really hope it's the rank 9 thing. Until I get him working a little bit better. But it's really like, Aquaman is a beast. Because you put Aquaman anywhere. Period. Doesn't matter who he's running with. Dr. Poison is going to be the beast, I think. Because she's like, I bring my own kit. You know what I mean? Like I got my heals and I got the poisons and I got the poisons and the heals. I got everything you need. I think that's what it's going to be. It doesn't push Swamp Thing, but it does help in terms of him putting out sturdy armor and heals and stuff like that. Like what he just did now. The sturdy armor was based on the poisons that were on the opposing team. So for every 2, you get 1. So like he's helping us with survivability. He's helping us with heals on that advanced attack that he just did. 10%, we want the 30, but or 25, but okay, we'll take it. Ultimate, another 35%, cool. All based on poisons, and he does put out a lot of his own poisons. He puts out a lot. And he's keeping this team alive. He is. We're gonna check the heal. Oh my God, how many heals did? What's happening with Poison Ivy right now? What were all those heals that she just got? What were all those heals she just got? He did 11 million in heals? She did 13 million in damage though. All right, Trey, we'll holler at you later. She did 13 million in damage though. 11 million in heals? So it's a snowball thing. It's like Astro from Marvel Strike Force. Out the gate, they're not great, but once they get going, it's the business. Hold up. I need to double check because these are the amount of heals sent out, right? Not received. I think you meant her OnlyFans, but okay. Am I allowed to say that on YouTube? I guess I am. I don't know. I need to. These are heals that are distributed or received. I would assume distributed. I've always thought distributed. But then Penguin isn't distributing any heals. Neither is Poison Ivy, neither is that. So it must be heals that were received. But I doubt that too. Okay, regardless of 13 million from Poison Ivy is awesome. Let's take Kid. I want to take Kid Flash out. What we're gonna do is, what do I have on? I don't have anything on him in terms of badge. So we're gonna take this off of Kid Flash for the moment, which we can't because it's only for support. I want to see what the heals do when Kid Flash is not around. And I want to get the Philosopher's Stone out there because then I could use it to be sure. I thought it was distribution too. Yo, what's up, Napo? Quick question. On the stats at the end of the battle, the heal part, that's the amount of heals that are distributed, right? Not the amount of heals that were received. 21 plus in the chat, like 7 likes. Don't be afraid to ask, brother. Hey guys, can you give me some likes and like some follows and stuff? That'd be awesome. Okay. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm too old for that stuff. I don't. What was it? I can't remember the show, but it was basically like it was a Black Mirror episode too, where people were like just going for likes, going for likes, going for likes. I'll take the subs. The likes are nice too, but I'm having a good time. I'm enjoying myself. I don't need to have a bunch of likes and subscribes. But I do appreciate them. I really, really, really genuinely do. And for those of you who really do follow, subscribe, and everything else, my day ones, as I call y'all, like, do genuinely appreciate it. This is like the most amazing start to my day every time I get to do it. It's so much fun. And a lot of times I don't feel like it. I'm in bed, I'm like, I don't feel like doing it, so I don't feel like doing it. And then I get up and I'm like, I'm just having a good time. This is fun. It's a good start to the day. Anyway, it is what it is. So, distribution. We're going to take Kid Flash out. We're going to take Kid Flash out. Yeah, I'm older. I'm not sure either about the heels. Like, I see the numbers out there, and here's the thing, too. Okay, maybe this is not a Wonder Woman, a Zatanna thing. The distributions could count towards lifesteal. So if you're doing lifesteal and it's healing, you get lifesteal when you have crit on yourself from Zatanna. So technically, you're distributing heals to yourself, right? Technically, you're distributing heals to yourself. So maybe that's why. Because the thing that was bugging me in my head is like, why did Penguin have 2,000? He doesn't send out heals. So, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't compute to me. So what I'm going to do, I think it's that the lifesteal that's attached to people, that also when they do lifesteal, they hit something, they get heals back. That lifesteal counts as health distribution. But we're going to take out Kid Flash real quick, and we're going to put in Batman. Why not? This is a bad idea because he's going to destroy you. We run him last? Yeah. We don't want him to steal the show too much. Okay, so let's see. And I'm going to do skip battle actually for this one. Well, I'm taking out Kid Flash first, and then I'll take Zatanna out as well, and then see. Because Kid Flash had like, what, 6 million? If Swamp Thing's heals stay in that 11 million area, then we're good to go. Oh, don't. Ooh, I almost hit the wrong button. Yeah, see, 10 million. So it is distribution, and this makes a bunch of sense for Batman. Batman hits like an absolute monster. So, of course, he's going to get 5 million in heals, because he's doing, I don't know, like 15 million in damage. So yeah, okay, so that makes sense. Now then you got the 1.1. So then this is a Zatanna thing, and now I'm just more curious about this figuring this part out. I'm gonna take out Zatanna too, as you said, just to be 1,000% sure. But now it's like clearly distribution. It's very clearly distribution now. Alrighty, I'm supposed to go. So now we take out Zatanna. We put in Wonder Woman, almost guaranteeing their death. I think there might be lifesteal on some of them independently. I think like Batman has lifesteal as well in his badge. I think he does. But let's go anyway. We should see even more reduction in. Oh, they all went bye-bye. So basically his heals were 1/3 of yeah, see, so she's out, no heals, no heals. Yes, I think he has lifesteal in his kit. 6.21 minutes. Oh, so Zatanna being in there did increase his heals because he was healing himself a lot too, based on those attacks and having the crit. Zatanna, I need to give Zatanna more shine. I really fell off on her when they did that whole global release thing, and now she's better. Or not better, I figured out how to use her better. Okay, so let's go ahead and take this stuff off. This stuff off. We'll run one more Swamp Thing team in terms of experimenting, and then I'll call it a video. 5 minutes too late. Alright, so beginner simulation. Gorilla Grodd. How do we want to approach Gorilla Grodd? So now that I know Okay, so and to be fair, yeah, Zatanna used to be really like my boo for real. Like before global release, I love Zatanna. She was the best support in the game to me. Her and Kid Flash were like neck and neck, and now Kid Flash has left her in the dust, and she's good. And now that I've gotten back to her, it's like she provides a lot. She provides the crits and all the crit chances that she gets, which I know Trey's gone now, but like that contributes to this whole her having crit damage thing a lot. She has a lot of attacks. She gets 5 crits, so now she has a 50% chance to crit based off Zatanna being next to her. So make up for the crit there as well, or an additional 50% chance. So now, regardless, let's reset. We need to get to this little something right here. Poison Ivy's gonna do that. Is there anything else I need to run him with? If I can't run Sinestro now because, thinking in that ideal way, Damien is going to come at the back row. So then what I usually do with Damien is whatever he is, I put back here a someone like this who can take the damage and then return fire. We won't. Batman is going to steal. Oh, well, this team is still much stronger. Batman is probably going to steal this show. However, by steal the show, this is supposed to be about Swamp Thing anyway, and we're adding, featured by Poison Ivy. That Girl is Poison, sung by Swamp Thing, featuring Poison Ivy. That girl is poison. That. So, should I add an additional support? I need to get into my head that Swamp Thing heals. He is not a healer. Like Zatanna, one of the benefits is lifesteal, and it helps with healing. But if you're thinking that she's going to solely hold your team up with heals, it's going to be a problem. You're not going to be okay with it. Same thing with Swamp Thing. He provides those extra heals. It's nice. It's fun. It's cool. It's cool. Cool. It's not going to fully support a team. The sturdy armor does help you with resisting damage, and then the heals help you with survivability. So you won't absolutely be melted down. But he's not a healer. We want those poisons out there. Damage over time. He needs to be survived. He needs to survive. So we do need a healer in the back end. And after what I just said about Zatanna and Swamp Thing, maybe these two together, like when I do Mr. Terrific, definitely her theme song. If I could get the rights to play that for my Poison Ivy video, I would. If I get the rights to any music, anyway, I used to do when I was doing DC Worlds Collide. I had a string of 4 or 5 song titles in the thumbnails, and one of my favorites is Black Canary, because it threw me back to this. I don't want to say they were emo, but they were definitely a punk rock girl band from the early 2000s called Kitty, and there was a song called Brackish, and it was the only song I really liked from them. But I would put that song on in my little Honda Civic and then just speed through the streets of Auburn, Alabama, because that song made me want to drive fast. I was convinced that song should have been on, remember Need for Speed Underground? I was convinced that song should have been on Need for Speed Underground. I would have loved it. I did put it on there for my Xbox, though, where you could substitute the music and stuff. But anyway, wow, going back. Poison Ivy's theme, Poison. All right, but that's it. I think someone asked we need to have an NBA compared. I did Swamp Thing is Victor Wembanyama. Someone said they needed all NBA players to be matched up with characters from DC Worlds Collide. I do want to make that list. I want to also make a list of theme songs for each character. And ironic, that Girl is Poison Ivy. That is it feels like they wrote that song for her. And then they were just but women poison is though, right? So we just gonna write about this woman being poisoned. They ain't even gotta know we Batman fans. You know what I'm saying? I think, you know what I'm saying? I could see that being the story. I want something like that for like each character. That would be fun. Like Judo Master, Ain't That a Kick in the Head by Frank Sinatra. Ain't that a kick in the head? Like, you know what I mean? Like that kind of, that'd be fun. Superman by Eminem for Superman. That's two on point. You know what I'm saying? That's two. Although DCU Superman, when he came out and his kit was not great, I can't be your Superman. That would have gone for DC. You know what I mean? I want to do that. I want to do that. It's too much stuff I want to do. Flash, 1 Minute Man by Missy Elliott. Oh, cause I don't want no 1 minute man. Ooh. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right, let me stop. I was supposed to start this battle a long time ago. All right, so how do we get to Damien? I'm writing down 1 Minute Man for Flash. I'm sorry, Flash, but this we've officially made you uncool. You were a very, very, very cool character. But Missy Elliott's song, that's Flash's song now. Poison, that goes to Poison Ivy. We're gonna figure out everybody else's along the way. Okay. I might actually think that running Jon Stewart next to Swamp Thing is better than Penguin. I don't know how to measure that though. Let's do Jon Stewart first. Jon Stewart's good with everybody though. He's plug and play AF, as the kids 10 years ago used to say. Maybe even 15 years ago. So I think that's okay. That he's strictly to counter whatever Damien's gonna do, and actually, as a matter of fact, smart money would be to do it like this, because he's gonna attack the back row, and then once his shields are up, then Damien is gonna have a problem. Okay. Now I need to listen to that Kitty song. It's good. Like, it's not. I had their album, and and this is probably me not because I did here we go. In college, I did mass communications and was a radio DJ for our FM radio station. I didn't want to do mass communications. I started off in software engineering, and then I ended up with psychology and Spanish. Anyway, so working at the radio station, you ended up with a lot of music, not just from like Jay-Z and Nirvana, Foo Fighters, whatever was coming out or had been out, but also like bands in the South that were trying to make music. And back then they weren't really like, at least not in my college, they weren't really like putting out underground backpack rap, stuff like that. I mean, I would get the Talib Kweli albums and everything to the radio station. They would send it to the radio station, and then I would get a copy somehow. And yeah, that would be that. Swamp Thing is almost dead already. Oh, but that did heal him up by 35%. The Ultimate did, but that I don't want to rely on because that he got too low. He got way too low. Anyway, so I got used to certain types of music having certain types of quality, and I'm sitting here listening to these underground, because I'm not into punk. I like rock. I'm not into punk music that much, but if it's good, it's good. I'm not going to deny it. And going out and seeing those bands perform live, they were good, and I was like, if this dude who listens to mostly DMX is liking your music, why are y'all still underground? And one of them actually did hit it Big Blue Monkey, Tomorrow Never Dies. I think they only had one song though. I think they were one hit wonder. But basically, when Kitty came out and I was listening to their album, I was like, okay, Brackish is what's up, but I'm watching bands in like garages right now who do better music than you. Girl bands and boy bands. Like, I'm seeing better. I'm going to Florida and I'm seeing this in this little closet-sized club, 3 bands that came through and ripped that down. So like the rest of their album I couldn't really get with because I was like, anyway, I don't like how this went. He caused a problem. Swamp Thing needs heals. He needs people to heal. I thought that maybe with these two together it'd be okay, but he can't make it. So I need to have a Kid Flash in here. I need to have a Pandora in here. I need to have someone who does provide like heals. It's all good. I'm white. I love this song. We're being honest. There are different You're raised different. You're up on different music. You know what I'm saying? So like, raised different, up on different music, and so if you think that my mom, the Southern black woman who was raised, who in Auburn, Alabama, was listening to what are they called? Sex Pistols. What was the other one that has Velvet in the title? Like when people would come up to be like, "You've never heard the Beatles?" I was like, "You ever heard of Johnny Gill? What about Luther Vandross? Y'all know Luther Vandross now, but y'all ain't no big Luther. Like, tell me when you know about Gerald Levert and Eddie Levert. You ain't never heard of them? Cool. I've never heard of ABBA. You think my mom was playing? You think my mom playing Barbara Streisand in the kitchen while she cooking? No. I'm talking about Tony Braxton, Babyface. What are we doing? What are we doing? But it's okay. We all have our music, and the fun side about college and things like this is we share it. And then I turn around and I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna lie to you. Sabrina Carpenter got it. She can sing. And my homegirl was sending me that. That was actually good for real. Okay, no, that's fine. Green Day, is it my thing? No, but were they good? Yeah, it was fun music. I liked it. I wasn't popping it in, but when I was at the party, I was like, no, put on that song. Put on that. What's that song about Blink 182? No, put them on. I like that song. I like that one. All right, CBC. CBCB. See you next time. That was the fun part about, I mean, not college, but I guess just growing up, hitting your emerging adulthood, meeting new people who weren't like you, which you should meet people who are not like you and get exposed to different things. And even if I'm only going to be listening to Jay-Z, DMX, and Outkast, it's nice to be a little bit well-rounded and be like, oh yeah, Elton John. Who knew? Okay, I can rock with this. Beatles. Do I rock with it? No. Yesterday's a good song. Boys to Men did it better. That's what I mean. I just love good music. If it's good, I'm down with it. There are a couple of country songs that I'll listen to that The Good Stuff is a very good song by Kenny Chesney that gives me goosebumps every time I see it. And There Goes My Life is a song I have kids now. My son is 18. I can't listen to that song. I will cry. I will cry. My daughter's 9 right now. Listening to There Goes My Life is not, I love that. That could be one of my like top 5, top 10 songs of all time. Just because of me as a dad. Every time it gets to that part where he talks about the things on the refrigerator, lump in my throat right now just talking about it. Such a good song. I just love good music. That's the best thing you could have said. If it's good, I rock with it. At least I rock with it. If it's not, then I mean, more power to you. And if you haven't listened to the good stuff, get into a fight with your lady, man, your partner, whoever you with, and then listen to the good stuff, and then watch yourself walk back like, look, man, look, but I'm sorry, I was mad. You know I love you. I was just mad. Let me take you out to dinner. You know, that kind of thing. And then if you have kids, listen to There Goes My Life, especially if the child wasn't exactly planned. Bruh, by the time he's closing the hood on that car and sending her to cop, man, bro, it's too late. As soon as I'm off the stream, I'm about to cry. I'm telling you, There Goes My Life is an amazing, amazing song. Has to be in my top 5, top 10, maybe top 20 all time. We'll say top 20 for right now, but I think it's my top 10 of all time. Okay, here we go. I think this goes. Okay, we're gonna do this battle and I'll let it go. Because now I was thinking like top 10 songs that will make you feel something. And my list is gonna be very different from Napo's and probably very different from Robert's. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head, but the ones I think of first. Song for Mama by Boyz II Men, especially now that my mom's passed. Dear Mama by Tupac. There Goes My Life by Kenny Chesney. I don't even know if you guys have any up there, because these are the first three that's popped off my head, like the top of my head. I don't know if it's the words or if it's the voice. I Will Always Love You by Whitney Houston. If it does not give you goosebumps when you listen to that song, you don't have a soul. That was the song that, like, and this speaks to certain things in terms of race or whatever. You can listen to certain songs and be like, yo, I don't feel it the way you feel it because maybe there's a cultural difference, but I understand why you feel that. You know what I mean? Like, I get why you like that song that way. I just don't vibe on it like that. Everybody vibes on that Whitney Houston song. Dolly Parton wrote that song, that and Jolene in the same damn night, which means that she's a genius and she's a G because she's down for the for bros, right? But she wrote those two songs in the same damn night. Wrote those songs. Whitney Houston performed "I Will Always Love You," and Dolly Parton, a legend in the game, was like, "That's her song now." It's like, what do you mean? I can't sing it like that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I wrote this song, and it's a good song, and I can sing. I can sing. And I look at her, and I'm like, no, that's hers. She took her lunch. She let Whitney Houston take her lunch money. She's like, no, she's too good at that song. That voice, no. It reminds me of there was like a BET Awards thing, and they had Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin, and Mariah Carey on the stage at the same time. And as like a 10-year-old, I was like, okay, that's legendary. I don't understand it the way that my mom and my uncles would understand it, but I understand that what I'm seeing here is like historical. Aretha Franklin starts singing, and Mariah Carey and Whitney Houston both step back, and Mariah Carey is just like, I can't keep up. Mariah Carey is like looking at this woman like, this woman still got it. And Aretha Franklin, I think she was like 50, 60 at the time, was blowing them out of the water. Speak on that, change the melanin a little bit, Adele. If you've ever, there was a sound check with Adele. I had to go. There was a sound check with Adele where if you listen to her, she has the very, very like gutter, I don't want to say gutter sounds bad, but like the version of what the South is in America is the North in the UK, and that's how she sounds, but British, right? She just sounds like that. And then you hear that woman sing, and it's like, what is this? What is this? This woman's voice is incredible. Anyway, I don't know. So yeah, I Will Always Love You. I can't think of a fifth one right now. I'm going to have to think on it. I gotta go Aretha. I love Patti LaBelle, but Aretha's voice is power, man. Like that is Patti LaBelle. I do love. And if you said like music, probably Patti LaBelle. But in terms of like voice, Aretha's got it. It's like okay, we'll switch it up, and it's gonna sound funny that I know this. It's like Britney Spears versus Christina Aguilera back in the early aughts. Britney Spears has a better voice than any of her music shows. She actually is a very, very, very good singer. The problem is they never asked her to sing. Christina Aguilera came into the game trying to sing, a lot like what Pink did when she had her first album. Like singing, having like I call it like the opera style voice, but it's really like the Aretha Franklin style of where like I'm gonna hit this note and hold it forever because I can do that. You're gonna feel the power in my voice. Britney Spears took her voice and went pop with it. Fine. Britney Spears has a deeper, better catalog of music. Christina Aguilera's voice is better by miles. So I mean, they did that performance. So like I would say Aretha Franklin, the voice, the catalogs, they're legendary catalogs. I'm not even gonna judge them right now. But in terms of like voice and power and like, oh wait a minute, it's like an undeniable thing. And I hate to keep bringing it back to race. It's the Adele and the Celine Dion effect. It is one of those like black people in gospel music, R&B, soul music and stuff where can be protective of it. And then there are some voices that come in and kick down the door and you're like, oh wait, no, Celine Dion's got pipes. Oh wait, no, Adele can sing. Oh wait, no, Christina Aguilera's got a voice. And you have to kind of like be like, you kind of have to be like, yeah, no, that voice is like, you can't deny that. And then it goes the other way around where they have their Dolly Partons, and I can't think of any other like singers, so forgive me. And then they hear Whitney Houston singing "I Will Always Love You," and that will be at every friggin' wedding and karaoke you go to because her voice was undeniable. When she sang the national anthem, they still talk about that now. That was 30-something years ago. That was almost 40 years ago when she sang the national anthem. And people are still like, yeah, but the only national anthems that were better than Whitney Houston's were Marvin Gaye and Jimi Hendrix. That's it. I can't think of any other ones. Legends. So yeah, Aretha over Patti. No disrespect to Patti LaBelle though. No disrespect to Patti LaBelle. No disrespect to that. But that's like asking me Tony Braxton versus Whitney Houston. Tony Braxton can sing her off. She ain't Whitney Houston. Anyway, I gotta go. Y'all got me on some music now. All right, let me get out of here. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you. Appreciate you so much. In the comment section, if you do watch this later, give me your top 5 "This Makes Me Feel Something" songs, and in a good way. Heartstrings. Don't get all nasty. Don't give me "Anytime, Anyplace" by Janet Jackson, because that song does make me feel things, just not things I'm allowed to talk about on YouTube. So I got awesome singing voice as well. I can really relate. I wish I had a singing voice. I wish I could sing. I have